I wouldn't mind picking up Chief Mycat, if you could. I know you mentioned a bit of it in your words earlier. Let's talk about the situation you were dealing with, what you're talking about. If you brought some water from your community and put it in front of us, tell us a bit about the challenges and how you got to that point where it's not even acceptable to bathe in the water that comes out of the tap.
Well, I'm going to say, I mean, there's a number there again, but the way I see it, living there, my reality, I'm going to say it was probably more than 80%. You know, it's very, when I go out to visit, I look at people's water when it comes out of the tap. It has all sorts of colors. Very dark, very dirty. Long story short, if you were in my home and I said, have a drink, would you drink it? I'm sure you would pass. You know, for many years, I've heard of discussions that our treaty was disrespected and that saying that one of the discussions that made me upset is saying that Canada and Alberta own the waters. But how could that be? You know, I still don't believe that. Again, as you know, we're working on a 70-year-old, what was that? Our plant was made in the 70s. Nothing was looked at. Our people are getting very sick, cancers and whatnot, bad skin. You know, the list goes on. My only answer to that is I welcome each and every one of you to come to my home fire and see, and not just ours. You'll see that in many First Nations.
So if I could, sir, just because I only have about 2 minutes left. So the treatment plant has been down for how long?
I can answer these questions. I have those details for you.
Perfect. Yes, please.
So the problem that's been created at Ermineskin by Canada is first applying the LOSS standard, which looks at a very short horizon and the cheapest option for planning water infrastructure. What engineers have identified as recently as 2019 at Ermineskin is that there needs to be a new water treatment facility that is state-of-the-art and provides piped water to every home in the community.
Right.
There's been a downward decline in the quality and quantity of groundwater since the 1970s. And it's something that ISK keeps throwing little Band-Aids at on the wells that service the community.
That's what I want to talk about as well. I think we all have companies in our, even my community has a couple that has great technology that can deliver clean drinking water. So the issue seems to be at ISC because they're not looking at the larger picture, which is a new plant. They're just looking at the cheap, quick fix and then move on.
Yeah, it's always easy to blame Indian Affairs. But Indian Affairs has political masters, and every party sitting around this table bears some responsibility. I mean, it failed to address this issue when they were in power. There was a lot of...
I'm trying to blame a party. I'm just trying to get to one of the causes of why this continues to happen.
Just chronic underfunding and Band-Aid solutions. Most communities, if you look elsewhere in Canada, plan drinking infrastructure on a 30, 40-year planning horizon, and they make investments that are intended to last that long. Under the funding of First Nation water systems, it's been 2 to 5 years, and 80% of some fictional cost instead of doing what's really actually necessary in terms of infrastructure.
So, thank you. Sorry, Mr. Smale, we're over time here.